Alright, new week, new challenge. This must be the set of missions that they mentioned where every one features a unique walker type that you've got to take down. Who's the boss challenge? Let's see what's in store. Sewer rat, kill the boss walker. Weekly hero, by the way, is Glenn. I'm not going to be using him because he's just not at a standard where he is going to be able to deal with this kind of stuff. I do suggest, though, that if you have Riot Gear Glenn up to a decent standard, use him to get the extra stars that he affords. Don't have to, but it's always nice to have. So, kill the tough walkers. Okay, so there's a couple. So there's a goo. Lots of standard walkers. Oh! Alright, so that's all you've got to do. That's all you've got to do is to just kill the boss walker, and then the mission's over. Well, that's really, really handy to do. I'm using my A team, by the way. I'm not using my usual farming team of Maggie leading Glenn and AN other. I'm using a more capable team this time, just because I don't know what's in store. Well, you saw what happened there. You kill the goo, and you complete the mission. I might recommend taking a full complement of shooters with your most powerful handguns, high power, ideally, so that you've got that extra range. Just take that guy out straight away. You don't even need to worry about the minions. Romcom, kill the boss walkers. Now, if I find that there are some different strategies to these missions, then obviously I will revisit them and we can discuss that. Oh, nice. We're in the theatre. Looks like we've got 2 tanks that we've got to take out. We do have a threat counter, so making noise will cause problems. Not that we are too concerned, not when it's at this level. But if you do make noise, you know, those additional walkers are going to be on you pretty quickly. Oh, let's see. If we kill this guy... Yeah, that ends the mission as well. So that's 2 missions where completing the objective, killing the big guy, finishes it. I might again suggest using just shooters. There is a threat counter. You get to those tougher levels, then, you know, maybe that's going to be a little bit harder. You might want to consider how much noise you're making, whether you want to actually risk bringing in reinforcements. But that seems like it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Whoever you've got who is really good at taking out big targets. Sasha's going to be a great leader, because you're likely to get body shots. Yumiko to get those extra shots. Guardian Carol, really, really handy. Aha, we got a metalhead here. Okay. Let's see, Hilltop Maggie, great leader for these kinds of things as well. Incendiary weapons, always pretty handy when you're dealing with things like metalheads. When it starts to get to those really tough levels, because you're just creating, you know, regular damage every single turn without even having to do anything. That's after you've set it alight. We've got a threat counter, so noise is an issue. And obviously, because this is a metalhead, he is very resistant to ranged attacks. Not too much of a problem at this level, but later on you might really want to think about maybe having, you know, a warrior with a powerful weapon that can stun. A scout with something like the bayonet musket, getting that charged up. You know, having Survivalist Rick would be a good idea for the extra charge damage. You've got to really get those charge attacks on these special walker types when you're at a higher level. Standard attacks, they just ain't going to do anything. They're just going to result in body shots, and that's not going to cause enough damage. Again, that's why Sasha is such a good leader, because you get charge points even if you know, especially when you cause body shots, and you are very likely to cause body shots. So far, so good. Cellar Dweller. It's a spiky. So spiky is very, very tough. You really don't want to get too close to them. Let's do a little swippity swap. Yeah, let's have a flare gun. So in all of these, we haven't needed mass fire. We haven't been needed to be able to take out, you know, loads of enemies all at once or anything like that. It's surgical strikes against specific targets. This one doesn't have a threat counter. Oh, yes, it does. There it is. It ends when you kill the tough walker, and that only had a single walker and the spiky, which could be a problem because you don't have a chance to build up charge points. This is an interesting set of missions. I kind of like this. Killing special walker types gives you more XP than you would from normal walkers. And these missions, the trick is to just simply get that objective done, and then you're out of here. So that would probably be the top tip. That would be the through line for all of these so far. Oh, kill the boss walkers. What a surprise. Okay, so we've got goos. It says boss walkers, so there might well be more than one. Goos can be risky when you're using ranged characters. Get within that that blast pattern, and you're going to wind up stunned. You can take them out with melee characters, and it doesn't make them explode. It doesn't stun you. So this mission looks like we've got a lot more walkers. We've got a slightly bigger map to deal with. It might be worth bearing in mind. Again, threat counter, and I spy holes in the ground. Usually on maps where there's holes in the ground, you walk over them and a walker pops out and grabs you. So you want to be very careful of where you step on that particular mission. One more mission to go. I think this is a fun set. This is a really rapid, quick set. There's not been anything like fish in a barrel. You know how I hate that. Or the kill the lurkers mission, where I don't think there's a lot of strategy. These ones forming a surgical strike against specific enemy types here. Another metalhead. I'm using ranged characters because, again, at this difficulty, we can handle them. And I have an incendiary weapon. Got a lot more special walkers this time. This is perhaps where something like Yumiko might be useful, especially with Sasha as the lead. Hit lots of targets, get lots of body shots, have lots of chances at getting charge points. You know, these guys, wow, there's a lot of them. I think this is the pièce de résistance of missions here. Bigger map, more bad guys, but the only one that we need to kill is the metalhead. All right, okay, good to know, real good to know. So there you go. This is why I do these videos. Hopefully you can get an idea of what you need to do. Somebody might have been plugging away trying to kill every single one of those, saving the metalhead to last, struggling. You don't need to. Just complete that objective. Yeah, kill that metalhead, and then you're out of there. Interesting set of missions. I like this one. I can see an opportunity to earn a lot of XP from this. I think it's a fun chance to try out some, you know, incendiary weapons, things like that. As you get further in and the difficulty increases, you might want to consider using melee characters. You know, it's things like they don't get stunned when you take out the goos, and they can you know, and scouts cause a lot more damage, that kind of thing. Now, let's just have a quick look at one last other thing. The icons around the user interface shrank a little bit, making space for this. The survival pass. So Pretty much as it's explained in the news, you get survival points by killing a certain number of walkers. In this case, for these last 3 days, the first 3 days, it's just been 50 walkers. Kill 50 walkers a day and you max out your survival points. That moves you along the track and you gain rewards. It's worth pointing out, by the way, you have to click on the rewards as they unlock to acquire them. On the bottom of the screen is the premium survival pass. Looks like you can spend money to unlock that. And to be fair, I hold off spending money on this just because when I'm doing the videos, I like people to know, hey, look, you don't have to spend money. I'm not somebody who just plays to win. You know, you can achieve what I've done just through playing the game. That is good value, though, that survival pass. You are going to get a total of 2,000 gold. You're going to get just a shed load of radios. These funky new you know, tokens that instantly heal characters and stuff like that, flares, grenades, all that kind of stuff. It's really good value for what you're getting. The caveat is, of course, how much do you play the game? Because, of course, you proceed along the track by killing a certain number of walkers every 12 hours, or is it 17, however many hours it is. And yeah, so you'd need to be playing it a bit every single day, which I'm fine with. If you're not, then maybe just if you were going to make a purchase, maybe just a one-off purchase would be better for you. If you are planning on playing every day, maxing out those survival points, then it's a good bet. It's a good deal. Also worth bearing in mind, you get a small amount of survival points for 100 trade goods. Small reward, small expense. But it does make trade goods a bit more valuable, and it does make it even more worthwhile joining a guild because you really rack up the trade goods when you are in a guild. So there you go. That's what I think. Even if you don't buy the additional survival path, get on the premium path, you may as well just do this because there's some good rewards there. You may as well. I mean, 250 Shiva tokens, yeah, great. Extra gas, really easy. I mean, this takes 5 minutes a day, if that, to get those 50 kills, especially if you've got the distance, especially if you've got guild wars, especially if you're doing the weekly challenge. So I recommend that you go for it. It's a good way for even casual players to get some pretty gnarly rewards. People are always asking, how do you get radios? Well, this rewards some radios for very little effort. Let me know what you think anyway about this brand new set of missions. Let me know what you think about the survival pass. And as you're playing, if you've got any tips for this for any of these new missions, please do share them with everybody in the community. And if you've got any dramas, likewise, just ask. People are always willing to help. As ever, thank you for watching.